roll forearm flexors and extensors. So in this stretch therapy modality, first what you want to do is just go through with your thumbs, palpate your client's forearm extensors, working from within the tissue, from distal attachment to proximal attachment. So it's working through those tissues. It's kind of in a kneading motion, can be circles, can be kind of back and forth horizontally on the forearm there. So working through all the tissues. For sake of time in the video, I'm not going to go through that whole process as I would live, spending at least a minute on all the extensors and flexors of the forearm. Once you get through that whole area, you're also going to be finding out during this process, where's the client's forearms most adhesive, where do they have the greatest tissue, restrictions, issues, pressure points. So once you've done that, work through their forearm, then you'll have them lay their forearm flat on an inclined bench and go ahead and scoot your hips back. So Matt's a pretty tall guy, so he has to kind of lean over quite a bit to do this. So if you have a taller inclined bench, that'd be ideal for your client. Now, once you start using the PVC pipe to roll, just like anything that we're using a PVC pipe for rolling, the smaller the diameter, the greater the stimulus, because the smaller the contact point in the smaller diameter. Now, when you're near the joints, like the wrist and the elbow, take it pretty easy. Don't roll really hard. It's very light pressure. Depending on the client's tensile strengths, I'd say anywhere from ounces to maybe a couple pounds if it's just a really strong guy that's very muscle bound. But as you start getting into the muscle belly and the meat of the muscle here, you can start digging based on the client's ability to withstand the pain and their feedback. So I had asked the client on a 1 to 10 scale, how intense is this?
3.
Okay. So we can take it up a notch in 1 to 10?
5.
Okay. So you would not want to get past an 8-9. Never take your client in terms of touch to pass an 8-9 in terms of intensity. 10's like excruciating. A lot of clients, actually, if they've been having an issue, actually like to work in the 8-9. Know your client, know what kind of tolerance they have. If they're not that type of client, obviously keep it much more comfortable. It's better to see that client repeatedly and keep getting results than to have them quit on you because you're just being too abusive based on their mindset. So you're going to roll through all the forearm flexors from here, from the lateral side to the medial side. And then you're going to go to, or the extensors, then you're going to go to the forearm flexors. And just simply turn the hand, again, nice and easy, through the wrist. I mean, I'm going like 3-4 ounces of pressure here near the wrist. Then once you get in the muscle belly, then you can start to get back into pounds using all the intensity feedbacks that I just talked to you about. And then the other technique we can do is go ahead and do a 180, and you're gonna lay your arm backwards like this and just squat, kind of squat down or lunge. Yeah, and then we can roll through those forearm flexors this way too. Just gives a different angle and is also very effective. A lot of times, clients, especially with like lateral epicondylitis, will have a lot of inflammation in here, and the short head of the tricep will be affected. You can go a little bit of manual work first here with the thumbs and fingers, then apply the PVC pipe, again, nice and careful towards the joint, but in the muscle, more in the muscle belly, you can apply some pressure and work through that area there. Be careful you're not applying pressure in a way that's hyperextending the client's elbow. Again, you're working primarily on the short head of the tricep here. And this is very effective for helping muscle recovery, the tissue to recover.